And we are back. So, going off of yesterday's talk, where I was just talking about have not doing enough to actually document where I'm at and like where I'm going. And the more I sat back and thought about it, it is like more so reflection. I had no idea I was going to be doing what I'm doing right now with the strength and conditioning aspect of it. I was always interested and intrigued by it because I just wanted to be able to dunk. That was my number one goal and everything, is just be able to dunk. I remember back in high school, me and one of my good friends, G, we bought a PGF Performance dunk package together, and like we were doing our own training going into college. But I was a football player. My entire life I was always a football player. Like, I loved basketball, but I was never good at it. Like 6th grade was the first year I had basketball tryouts. I got cut. 7th grade, got cut. 8th grade, cut. And it was like, okay, buddy. Like 9th grade, last try. Like 9th grade, made the B team. Finally made the team. So I was like, okay. 10th grade, I started every game. There's a bunch of situations that happened. Luckily, I worked hard enough, and I was able to get into a spot where I was able to play, which eventually changed my life. Well, making the team freshman year changed my life, because then I met my brother, who I refer to now as my brother, Silas. We didn't like each other freshman year, but sophomore year, some of those things happened, and then I was able to start because of it, and then we got snowed in together. The rest is pretty much history. I lived with him ever since. And then we ended up transferring out to Pearl City together. I played all 4 sports. If you throw in baseball, that I halfway did junior and senior year. But I was going to school to play football because that's what I was. I was a football player. I went to college for graphic design. I really didn't know there wasn't any like tools or anything for that. It was just a space that people knew was coming, but we really didn't know what to do other than like sportscasters and whatnot. So I'm going to school for that. I go to play football, and like it's like get kicked out because I'm not actually doing well in school. I'm just there playing football. We got terrible grades. I think I had a 1.15 GPA, 2 D's and 2 D minuses. So I get kicked out, get sent back. Then I go back to school that I got kicked out of because I showed them I can do schoolwork by going to the community college. After the community college, I go back. I ended up doing elementary education. From there, I had a receiver I played with, Josh Schulte. He challenged me one time in the library, and it was just like, you're so competitive in everything you do on the football field. Like, you want to be better than everybody. But in the classroom, you don't take that same initiative. Why is that? It's like, understand, like, the class ranking is still a ranking system. Like, you're still being scored. Like, it's a competition, too. It's just a way, how you change the way you view things. And from that point, I was like, okay, cool. It's a competition. I wasn't always the best at it, but I didn't get anything under a 3.0 from that day forward. So, okay. I'm in for elementary education. Has nothing to do with human health and performance. Things happen at Loris. I get kicked out again. Find a new home at Platteville. Well, because I got kicked out for fighting, I wasn't, in my mind, I wasn't able to go to the schools, and like I wasn't a good fit to go be a elementary school teacher. So I didn't want to take more time and have to wait on things that was out of my control now that I put myself in situations. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna change what I do. Another reason why I was gonna change what I do is like at that moment in time, I wasn't ready to give everything I had to like being a teacher. Like, I didn't like getting up at 7 a.m. to go to school. I didn't like school. So if I couldn't give my all to something, I didn't really want to do that because I felt unfair to the kids that I would be eventually teaching. So I pivoted again. We're going to go a gym route. gym route was like, yeah, again, the schools, I don't really want to wait a few years in order to get my schooling started. So pivot again. Now this is like human health and performance. Again, I'm just going to school to play football at this point. I'm a couple years in and I got one more football season left. I pivot. Didn't really know too much about the human body other than me just performing and doing like these exercises and off-season programs myself. I get into these classes and I remember talking to a bunch of people about like what is health and human performance, like what is it actually like. Everybody always told me it was like the cop-out route for all the people that had dreams in biology and all this other stuff. Then they just weren't smart enough or they couldn't make it, so they decided to go this route so they can still get their degree. Like, all right, whatever. Heard about all how hard these classes are, and I go through them, and like it's not like terribly hard. It was very interesting, and it was like one of the first times it was like, oh shit, like I can actually like learning this stuff, like. And then that's when school really clicked for me. Again, going back to the 3.0, like I didn't have anything less than a 3.0. I was very close to my first 4.0 right before COVID happened. Like that's how interested I was at this thing. But since I played a couple years at Loris and then transferred there, I pretty much restarted school. I had 1 year of football. After that 1 year of football, I was like, okay, now what? Okay, well, then I started coaching football. I was like, okay, this is cool. I was still going to school. They paid me to coach the sport while I was still going to school. It's with the FAFSA money, whatever it is, the school work stuff. So that got me through that. And then it was just like, what am I going to school for now? I'm done playing football. I don't have anything else. Like, what am I actually in college for? I was getting a health and human performance degree, and then my thought process was let me go be a doctor of physical therapy, because I wanted to prove to people that I actually could be good at school. So I was chasing what I thought would be like very cool, like saying I'm a doctor, like that. How cool would that be? Like, I'm a doctor. Like, I did that, like, after all these years of me being bad at school. Like, you can say, like, I'm Dr. Ollie, whether it's a DPT or rather DO or whatever the case may be. Like, it was like, yeah, it was like a chip on my shoulder type thing. And then as I'm doing that, I just realized, like, I don't actually want to do that because I don't want to get locked in. Yeah, no, I just wanted the satisfaction to be able to tell everybody and like the enjoyment of going to places and being like, yeah, that's Dr. Ollie. Like, how cool is that, right? Like, no, like, so fast forward after COVID, again, I had to start school over, so all my friends, they're already all gone, so the crowd's younger now, and like I'm here, and it's just like I had a flight or fight moment again, and things happened back at the farm. So I pretty much just packed up everything with like 3 credits left. 3 credits left, I think it was. 6 credits left. Yeah, a class and an internship, and I was like, fuck this, like, I'm out, I'm done, I'm not doing it again. Like, I went back home, started working at a feed mill for my old high school coach, started making money, and he is the one that was like, yeah, we have a gym that we go to. Like, oh, really? It's like, I need an internship, so it's like he was doing some youth training with this guy at this gym, and I was like, oh, let me check it out, and went back, checked it out, talked to the advisor at the school, felt like, hey, like, there's this internship, like, I know I just left abruptly, again, disappeared, but there's this internship, I want to check it out, I think I'd be interested in doing something like this, like, he has a full gym, blah, blah, okay, got it approved. Did the internship, got the hours while I'm working with this feed mill, and it's just like, man, it's that easy to be making money. Like, you can make money on this. And at the time, I just left school, and I was doing a bunch of different trainings and classes, and it's like, I can do this. So at the feed mill, came to be the time to pack it up. I was going to go to school to be the DPT, but since I left, I didn't have that class done. I got the internship done. I need to do the class still. Well, I left the feed mill, and then I was pretty much just like dead broke and like didn't have anything, and needed 3 credits to graduate, and was pretty much just down on my luck. And then I was like, you know what? There's this gym opportunity. There's a couple kids that want to train. Let me train them. And that's how I would literally train them 3 times a week. Take the money, go buy groceries, and rinse, repeat, and then just figure out a cycle. And that's when it was like, oh shit, like this is actually like, this is something. This is something, like, and I didn't know what it was at the time, so it just, again, goes back to what I was saying in the beginning, was like, it's hard for me to actually sit back and like try to record some of this stuff or like document the stuff, because I didn't know, like, this is what I was doing at the time. And as I'm getting deeper into it, like, as I look back, and like my entire life has just literally just been, don't give up, just keep pushing. If you keep pushing, you can't lose. So if I'm choosing to do this, well, let's go all in on it. Throughout this entire process, really, like, athletically, like, I haven't always been the best. I haven't always been the best at it, but I haven't given up. When I didn't give up, like, then progress started to come. And some of that had to do with me being a late bloomer, where I started hitting puberty, and then I started making some of these teams, and then now my athletic bandwidth started widening up because I got more confidence, I got stronger, etc., etc. But it was very easily, could have just quit. Could have, after I got cut off that 7th, 8th grade team, it was like, I'm done playing sports. Like, football is just for me. Like, that's all I need. Then I wouldn't necessarily have the footwork to go be a college level DB. Like, I wouldn't be able to go to state doing triple jump and stuff like that if I don't play all those sports. Like, so yeah, I'm not sure where all this was, but yeah, just don't quit. If you're not dead, don't quit. Draw a line in the sand and keep going. And the more I do these talks, the more that they're actually going to be like better mapped out, better planned, and better built off of things. But I really just want to get who I am raw out on footage in order to be able to build this database, and be able to build and grow all and see the progression that I actually want to see, because that's what I challenge myself to do right now, is build something that is going to last the stand of time. Every single time that I get done with one of these, like, I should have to ask myself what was the most important thing that I took away from it. Okay, then what's my next topic for tomorrow? And just continue to build a system that's going to work for me in order to be able to put out this stuff, because why it might be cool to get thousands of views. It's even cooler, in my opinion. Even like, I just look back at a YouTube video that I made of my daughter when she was 8 months old. She's 27 months old now. Like, looking back at that, I was like, damn, that is pretty cool, like, to be able to track that. So now this is me starting my journey to be able to track things. It might not be pretty. It might be a little shaky. It might not be the best quality. To each their own. I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm going to continue to do it because I'm getting reps. And when I get reps, I get better. And when you get better, you become the best. And when you're the best, I don't know. I don't know. All right. Let's work.